Hello there. I'm so glad you could drop by. I'm having a great day today. I'm excited because I'm expecting a couple of my friends to pop in for a visit. Bright Betty and Mopey Maude. Bright Betty is always so happy and bright, but poor Mopey Maude. She seems to always be looking miserable and grumpy. They're both great people, but they're so very different from one another. They're running a little late, I think, but I'm sure they'll turn up soon. Keep an eye out for them, won't you? Today, I've been thinking about one of my favourite words. Can you see it? This is one of my absolute favourites. This word is a great clue about what we'll be talking about today. This word says choice. It has a picture of 2 arrows. Maybe you already know lots about making choices. Did you know that almost every minute of every day we're making choices? Listening to me speak now is a choice you're making right now. Using nice manners to say please and thank you is another choice you can make. Eating up your healthy fruit and vegetables is another choice you can make. And I think these choices are really helpful choices. But we can also make some not so helpful choices too. For example, maybe we could choose not to clean our teeth every day. Or maybe we could choose to be unkind to our friends. Maybe we could choose not to listen when our teacher or our mum is talking to us. I don't think these choices are very helpful ones. Whether we know it or not, we're all making lots of choices every day. Some are helpful choices and some are not so helpful choices. My 2 friends, Mopey Maude and Bright Betty, often make very different choices. Mopey Maude seems to be always choosing to look for the not so good stuff. She's often complaining and grumpy, but Bright Betty seems to always be choosing to look for what's great in life. She seems to find the fun in everything and is always smiling and bright. I think Bright Betty's choices are much more helpful than Mopey Maude's choices. Maybe when you meet them both, you'll know what I mean. In fact, here comes Mopey Maude right now. I wonder what kind of mood she's in today. Hi Maude.
Hello, Loretto.
Maude, have you met my new friends?
Hello. I'm not happy today. In fact, well, I could tell today was going to be a terrible, terrible day. I just knew it. But then yesterday was a bad day. I'm pretty sure tomorrow's going to be pretty bad as well.
Oh dear Maude, I'm so sorry to hear that. Why is today going to be such a terrible, horrible, very bad day?
Well, I knew it was going to be a bad day today because I heard on the radio it was supposed to rain today. Oh, I hate the rain. There's nothing good about the rain. It makes everything wet and I don't like it. But then I hate the sun too. Yeah, there's nothing good about the sun. It makes everything all dry. I can never really tell which season I hate the most. I don't like the winter because it rains. And I don't like the summer because it's hot. And when it's too hot, I sometimes go to the beach. But then I hate the beach because I get sand in my toes. But then I hate the autumn too, because in the autumn, the leaves fall on the ground and in my gutters, and they make a big mess. Oh, I hate the autumn. But don't even talk to me about the spring. All the flowers bloom and the grass grows, and then I have to cut the grass and pick the flowers. Oh, it's all terrible, really.
Oh, I'm so sorry to see you so miserable. Perhaps she'll feel better when our friend Bright Betty arrives. I'm sure she's around here somewhere. Oh, hello, Loretto. Hello, Maude. It's so wonderful to see you. Oh, Betty, it's so nice to see you. Have you met our new friends? Oh, so nice to meet you. Thanks so much for joining us today. What a fabulous day it is today. I woke up this morning and I decided today was going to be the best day ever. But then yesterday was pretty terrific, and I bet tomorrow is going to be pretty fantastic too. I heard on the radio this morning that it might rain today. How wonderful! I love the rain. Oh, do you love the rain? I love the rain because it makes everything wet and sparkly. I love the rain because it helps my flowers to grow. And I love the rain because it makes rainbows. I especially love the rain because I can put my coat and gumboots on and go outside and jump in the muddy puddles. Yes, Betty, I love the rain too. I especially love the rainbows. It's hard to decide which is my favourite season. I love the rain in winter, but I love the sunshine too. I especially love the summer when I get to visit the beach. I love building sandcastles and jumping in the waves. And I love how the sand gets in my toes and feels all crunchy. But then I love the autumn too, when all the leaves change colour so they look so pretty, and then all the leaves fall to the ground and I get to make piles of leaves in my garden and I jump in the leaves. Oh, what fun. But spring must surely be my favourite. I love the colour of flowers that grow, and my beautiful green grass grows so tall. And then, like magic, after I cut the grass, it grows back again so quickly. How clever of that grass. Oh, I do love the spring. Betty, I do love how you always seem to look for the fun in life. Well, I do love having fun. I've had a lovely time chatting with you all, but I must head off now. I've got so many muddy puddles to jump in today. Maude, would you like to come and jump in some muddy puddles with me? Okay. Maybe I'll give it a try. Yay! How wonderful, Maude! We'll have so much fun. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, Loretto. Bye. Bye. But remember to make today your best day ever, no matter what the weather. Bye. Bye. Oh, dear. Maude has so much trouble seeing the fun in life sometimes. She tends to make some not so helpful choices and looks for the not so good stuff all the time. But Betty, wow, she's always making helpful choices and looking on the bright side and making fun out of almost anything. I love both my friends, but Bright Betty is much happier than Mopey Maude. She really does enjoy life so much more than Mopey Maude. Bright Betty is very good at choosing to flip her thinking from Mopey to Bright. Every day I try to be like Bright Betty and practice flipping my thinking from Mopey to Bright. It's important to remember though that all of our feelings are okay. It is perfectly normal to feel sad or angry or upset sometimes. But then after a while, it might not be so helpful to feel like that. And it's much more helpful to choose to flip our thinking to the bright side. I try and practice flipping my thinking when I'm feeling mopey. Maybe you could practice that too. It's much more fun to think about the good things rather than focusing on the not so good things. I call it the glad game. I usually start by saying, I'm glad because... Would you like to practice that now? Maybe have a chat with a grown-up about ways you could flip your thinking. It's a fun game. Takes a bit of practice sometimes, but it's really worth it. We started today by talking about making choices. I hope you choose to make some really helpful choices today. Anyway, I better go now. I'm off to play the Glad game. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.